Good evening, YouTube friends and family. This is Laura coming to you with another video tonight. Just a quick video. Tonight we have the lovely First Lady Michelle Obama in front of us, a picture of her. And I chose this picture because it was the night she wore the dazzling white inaugural gown, and she stunned the world, and she kept her husband's eye on her the entire night. She was so beautiful. But my friend, tonight I didn't choose this picture because of the dress. I chose this picture to talk about the woman, Michelle Obama. I think she is the ultimate depiction of the real self in alignment with the ideal self. And so we're going to talk about that tonight. The difference between the real self, the ideal self, the public self, and the private self. We're going to be talking about those four things tonight. And the ideal self is the woman that we're striving to become. And so sometimes we struggle with the woman that we're trying to become. We have the vision of her in our head, but she has not yet manifested herself yet. The two, the real self and the ideal self, has not perfectly aligned. Now, when I thought about this topic, it brought me to the question, how would Michelle Obama's friends describe her? Often, my friend, I've heard people describe her as real, that the person that you see in front of the camera is the same person behind the camera. I've heard her described as poised, professional, um, and smart and pretty. And I think all of those adjectives describe her perfectly well. Now, I asked the same question, how would she describe herself? And I came to the conclusion that Michelle Obama would describe herself pretty much the same way. I think she would add a few adjectives, and I think maybe two of them, I don't know all of them, but I think she would add funny and serious. And so this is the perfect example of a woman whose ideal self and real self come together, work together, and they're not two separate people. She's not one person in private and then one person in public. And so I think we all struggle with that. And so I wanted to ask my listeners the same question. How would your friends describe you? And then the second part to the question, how would you describe yourself? Would the two be in alignment? And if not, why not? And as I said at the opening of this video, we all struggle with that. We struggle with the private self. We struggle with the ideal self that we're trying to become. And so I'm going to entitle this video tonight, Becoming the Woman of My Dreams. Not the woman of someone else's dreams, but the woman of my dreams. And so let's start off by talking about the real self. The real self is the person behind closed doors, the person that we do not allow too many people to see. And so I found that the person behind closed doors, the private self, the real self, is often quite different from the public self. The real self, the private self, can sometimes be the fearful self, the insecure self, the stained pillow at night self, the worried about my bills self, the I hate my job self, even though I go to work and I smile every day, the I hate my job self, the I wish I had someone to hold me, the I'm lonely self, or I wish I was alone self. What about the I feel like a failure self? No one gets to see that. What about I don't know what to do? I don't have all the answers to this situation self. Of course we don't let on to that. And what about the oops, I did it again, I made the same mistake self? This here is the real self that we keep very private, that we keep buried behind closed doors, We don't let the world see her too often. But it's okay because we've all been there. And sometimes I think more often than not, a lot of us, we're still struggling to become the ideal woman that we have in our head, the woman of our own dreams. Now, we all hope to see the ideal self clearly. We work very hard every day. We expound a lot of energy to become her. Every day we strive to have the real self and the ideal self to come into alignment. And I myself, I struggle with that on a daily basis. But today, as I was making this video and writing out what my subject and the things that I would talk about, I told myself this, my friends, that I'm going to continue to work on me until the woman in my head manifests herself in my life. I told myself that I am a work in progress. Now, when she manifests, will she be perfect? No. But she will be the person that I want to be when I grow up. She will be my true self. She will be true to herself. I told myself this also, that I will see how far she has come. I will realize that she's so near, yet feels so far away. When I catch a glimpse of her on occasions in the mirror, you know what? I smile and I say, I see you. And I know that my ideal self is just a reflection away. Now, who you're striving to become and who I'm striving to become may be totally different. But my friend, we're all on the same path to becoming our true self. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and just think about becoming the woman of your own dreams, the ideal self that you want to be. I want you to realize that the vision is closer than you think. I want you to take the steps to live intentional every day to become her. I want you to realize that you have to live to discover your purpose every day, that you must always remain true to yourself. My friend, cultivate your strengths and celebrate your milestones. And only you need to know how far you've come and how far you have to go. And remember, the real you is just a reflection away. I think those are beautiful words, and I'll say them again. The real you is just a reflection away. Well, thank you, my friends, for listening to this video. I'm going to cut it short right here. As always, until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. God bless you. Bye-bye.